Clyde, over the last 20 years, you've had like 5 mini dynasties. It started with USC and Pete Carroll. Then you could go Urban Meyer in Florida, Nick Saban in Alabama, Dabo in Clemson. Now it's Kirby in Georgia. We asked this question the other day. Who is the next Georgia? When it cycles out, who will be that program that jumps in and wins 2 and 3 or back-to-backs?
Boy, that's a good one.
And to be fair,
I still view it as like none of those that you mentioned have equaled what Nick has done at Alabama. Like of the 5, Nick's stands out to me.
Yeah.
All the other ones were over one cycle of recruits, and generally speaking, happened with the same assistants. They all happened in a 3 or 4 year span. Whereas, Nick has now done it for 12, 14 years. So they're all still trying to catch Alabama in terms of like the pantheon of what we've seen from a dynasty perspective. But if you're asking me like, who's the next one that could win a couple championships in a short amount of time, I would give you 2. I think I would go with LSU and Texas would be the 2. If you're just looking at roster compilation, ability to do it. And I know people scoff at the Texas thing, but it's a heck of a roster. We're going to see if they're any better this year. And those would be the 2 teams that I'd be like, I think they could do that. And then the next one being Ohio State. That's the other one. And maybe USC, but that one's much more difficult for me because I don't know how they're going to integrate into the new conference. I don't know how they're going to do playing in some of those venues. I need to see that to kind of believe it.
Yeah, and in fairness, we named all of those, but in that time span that LT threw those out, LSU's won 3 national championships with 3 different coaches in that time.
And that's why that you would immediately say them, right? Because they've done it.
And they've got an elite coach now.
Yeah, and 2 of those coaches were complete idiots. They won championships. I mean, they really were.
Oh, man. Wait, which 2? What?